So let's kick off. Who's Austin hiring? Elsie, would you like to go to the next slide? Okay, so everyone, if you haven't already, please mute your microphone. There will be a Q&A at the end where you can ask questions, but for now, please be muted. And when we have the panelists up and talking, if you could turn off your camera so we can make sure that the event is focused on our panelists. And tonight is going to be a little bit different. If you want to go to the next slide, we can go over our agenda. So often we have, a single speaker or networking event. Tonight we have 4 panelists and a moderator. And so what we are going to do is have our moderator ask questions to each panelist. And if you could, or if you have questions while they're answering a question, please put it in the chat and we will try and answer a couple of those questions like within the context of that area of the discussion. If you don't get a chance to ask and we jump to the next question, there will be Q&A at the end where you can ask those additional questions. But I think this is going to be a great event, and make sure that you stay on after the Q&A because we have a few exciting things at the end as well. We will be going over who's looking and who's hiring. I know there's a lot of job opportunities out there right now. We will also have some announcements such as Boss Ladies, upcoming events, and we will give away some prizes. And we will try and conclude by 7:30 tonight, unless everyone's so excited and has so many great questions that we stay a little bit later. But now I think we are ready to kick it off to our wonderful sponsor. And so our sponsor tonight is Dev10. They're a division of Genesis 10. And so I'm going to hand it over to Colleen and Stephanie to tell us about their company.
And I had to take it off of mute first. Thank you, everyone. My name is Colleen McIntyre. I am the managing director for Genesis 10 in Central Texas, and I have been with Genesis 10 since inception, since 1999. And I'm lucky to be one of the original 10 of Genesis 10. Thank you for allowing me a few minutes to talk about Genesis 10, and then we'll get to our event, Who's Austin Hiring? Genesis 10 is a privately held talent, workforce solutions, and technology consulting firm. So we have a number of service offerings that we provide for our clients. Our flagship at the top is our staffing and direct hire, which focuses primarily on technology roles and opportunities from C-suite, project managers, business analysts, developers, infrastructure specialists, data professionals, etc. And we do that in both a contract and a direct hire or contract to hire mode. We also have 6 domestic outsourcing locations throughout the United States where we can provide project services or housing to our clients for technology and project work. We are focused on cybersecurity and have a focus group of recruiting. And we all know that's a very hot and topical skill these days. We also have an instructional design practice, which can assist either on a project basis or updating corporate documents. We also have a very robust ERP practice, which does evaluations and assessments, implementations, upgrades, managed services, and our platform focus there is SAP, Oracle, ServiceNow, Workday, Salesforce, and Infor Lawson. We're a national firm. As I said, we're privately held. All of our growth is 100% organic, meaning we have not grown by acquisition. And next slide, please. So just to give me a few minutes to be proud of my organization and share some of the awards that we've earned that really helps to validate our success, I think, as an organization. So we've been ranked as a top staffing firm in the United States by Staffing Industry Analysts for the past 5 years. And And no, I haven't forgotten how to do math, but I did forget to put 2021 on the slide. So from 2017 to 2021, we have been awarded one of the largest U.S. staffing firms in the United States. We have the Austin Business Journal recognition, and really what I want to focus on the Business Insider and USA Today is in both 2020 and again in 2021, Genesis 10 has been named the best company for women to work at. And we also have a best CEO, Harley Littman, 2019 and 2021. But we're also recognized as a best company for work-life balance 3 years running, and a best company for career growth 2 years in a row. Next slide, please. There should be one more. Is there a different one? There we go. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is a very important focus of Genesis 10. And as our commitment statement indicates, Genesis 10 values the differences, needs, and contributions a diverse workforce represents. We're committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and being an employer of choice. This strategic goal is ingrained and transcends all aspects of our business since 1999. And then we have our priorities listed as hire and retain a diverse recruiting team, leveraging our diverse workforce for referrals, subscribing to diverse job boards and resume databases, participating in job fairs and community events, and leveraging diversity partners. And then the next slide, please. So last but certainly not least, Genesis 10's provides workforce optimization, which helps identify and address talent gaps by sourcing or developing talent. And Dev 10 is our fastest growing program within Genesis 10. Now I'm going to hand off to Stephanie Navis. She's a client director for Dev 10, and she'll tell you a little bit more about this innovative division of Genesis 10.
Thanks, Colleen, and good evening, everyone. My name is Stephanie Navis. I am the client director for the Dev 10 program, and I have the honor of spearheading the expansion of Dev 10 into the Austin market. And I'm excited to share with you all our approach to helping shrink the skills gap for software developers and data engineers. We're all aware there is a talent shortage, and our solution to this ever-growing challenge is creating a pipeline of new, diverse tech talent. This emerging talent is trained in those industry in-demand technologies that are relevant to our clients' environments. We launched this program in 2016 out of our Minnesota branch with our first graduating cohort that June. And since we have expanded into 7 markets throughout the US, with Austin being one of our most recent. At a high level, Dev 10 is a hire, train, deploy model. We spend a lot of time focusing on identifying the best talent that is local to the market. And with our proven selection process, this enables us to identify those high potential problem solvers that are outside of the traditional academic background of a computer science grad. We have a 5-step selection process, some unique steps like an aptitude test, a technical assessment, and a group interview. And only 5% of our candidate pool will actually get selected into the program. As far as the type of candidates we attract to the program, 50% will be those recent college graduates, and 50% are early career professionals that are looking to pivot in their career into a role as a software developer or data engineer. And because we expand that aperture beyond the computer science grad, 54% of our Dev 10 associates identify with one or more diversity groups. Those that are good enough to get selected into our program, we hire them on directly as our employee, provide them the same benefits that Colleen and myself receive. We pay them while they're in training, provide them a competitive salary while they're on site with our clients, and we cover the cost of training for them. And by doing so, we are able to really open up that aperture and take down the barriers for individuals that would not be able to afford to pay out of pocket or quit an existing job to seek this level of training. So there's really no upfront investment on the candidate that's selected on their behalf, other than a learning attitude and a passion to become a developer. This allows us to really control the quality of candidates, so our clients have consistency with the candidates that we provide them. And then once they're in training, they will complete one of our core tracks. That's either going to be a track with full stack Java with cloud technology, data, or .NET for those Microsoft shops. Our instructors are all in-house. Our employees, we have the ability to customize curriculum and add on advanced tracks such as Pega, Salesforce, Informatica. Once we deploy them out to our clients, they're out on an engagement from a contract to hire basis with the ability to convert them at the 12-month mark. During that 12 months, our DevTen associates all participate in our continuing ed program, where we provide them ongoing coaching and mentoring to shore up any gaps, whether that is technically or professionally. This value add program is a key differentiator in our solution and is a key contributor to our 96% retention rate at that 12-month mark. It's important to note that all the DevTen associates have a 4-year degree. They will be local to the Austin market and have unlimited work authorization, which is another reason that retention rate is so high. We have cohorts currently running in Austin. We have one in training right now with associates available for interviews. And then we have 3 more planned out throughout 2022. So if you're interested, please don't hesitate to reach out to me after tonight's events so that you can speak with me and explore how you can gain access to this exceptional talent. I'll turn it back over to you all.
Thanks, Steph.
Thank you so much. And if you don't mind, maybe put a link to your email or a way to contact you so people can find out more if you want to put that in the chat.
Absolutely.
And